Alright guys, I am back after such a long time. Too many things have happened, too much stuff has happened. We're gonna make a Mickey Mouse theme cake. Ready? We changed locations. It's been like 9 months that we've changed locations. 10 months. But I wanted to record, but I just couldn't find time. But I'm back and let's get started. We have a turntable. We need a sticker. Sticker is not sticky enough. We have a sticker. How has your year been? How has everything been? Happy 2026. So this is the cake board. I'm gonna start with putting some buttercream. These are my sample cakes. Sample. So don't worry about it. This is just for education purposes. Learning, teaching, just for trial. Okay? It's frozen. Please don't come after me. Take this. Usually I use a piping bag, but today I'm just gonna freestyle it. We changed our recipe a little bit, so I made these and we changed certain things. So I was like, let's use the new ones for all our customers, make them fresh, and I'm gonna use this for the videos. Okay. I always like the top to be flat, so if you see a little bit of bulge, just flip it over so you can have a absolutely flat top. Now for the outside, I would like it to be blue. I mean, I could keep it white, but nah. We just add a little bit of blue. Not too bright. This one is. Okay. So this is the buttercream consistency we are going for. It should hold shape, it should not fall, but it should be easy to spread. Now that this is ready, we're going to be using a tip for this, just buttercream. So I hold the bag from here and I inside. That's it. Throw it in the garbage so it does not end up in your cake. I have an offset spatula and cake scoop. Let's start with the cake. Start from the bottom. Okay, push and keep turning your cake. Now that this is done, just put a little bit on the top. First, flatten the top. Okay, so straight, pull it open a little inwards and pull the buttercream. Other hand will move the turntable. Okay. Keep flattening it. This is just the preliminary part. Okay, if it's not perfect, that's fine at this stage. Then take the scraper, put it flat. This is straight. Close it a little towards yourself and turn the table, go around the cake. That's it, stop. Take this and keep your bowl next to you. Scrape this off. Now use the same buttercream and fill in all these gaps. Now that all the gaps are filled, go over the cake once again. That's it. These are the sides. Don't keep going over it again and again and again. You'll scrape off more buttercream. It'll be uneven and you'll spend all your time correcting it. The cake layers inside are frozen, so you don't have all day to work with the buttercream, because once the buttercream starts to set, the more you scrape, the more moisture will start condensing on top of the cake, and then you'll have water in the buttercream. It's going to be a big mess, and it's going to be like at a semi-solid state where you can't really move the buttercream. And even when you are trying to put more buttercream on top of that, on top of cold buttercream, it will not stick because of the moisture, because water and fats, they don't mix together. So do it while it's still soft. Okay, so all these edges, this is flat. Again, open it towards you, swipe it in, and always clean the spatula so that you don't take the residual buttercream onto the next swipe, and you get cleaner surfaces. Again, I've not made this design before, so let's see how it turns out. We're gonna make it together. Again, I take the spatula and I go around the board, trying to pick up any of the excess buttercream that we can, to put it back into the bowl. Have some paper towel. Sometimes when we use a glove, when we're trying to clean it, this part scrapes the buttercream and you get streaks like this. I'm gonna fix it. I'm scared. Now if I fix this right now, you see the nice shine on the buttercream. I'm blocking the light, but can you see the shine? It's not very visible. I can see it from here. So the shine might go away because I told you that the butter will start setting, but I'm just gonna try. Yeah. Show you. Can you see? It's grainy now. It's fine. Okay. So it's better now. You can see the shine. And I'm going to be using this tip, this round, big round tip. This is the black buttercream that I have, but when I melted it in the microwave, it got a little too runny. There's a trick to fix this buttercream that's like overly melted. All you have to do is take a little bit of buttercream that's firm in consistency. You just have to add it. It's black, so I'm just adding this extra blue buttercream that I have. Okay, so you see how you have this runny buttercream and this firm buttercream, and we just gotta mix it together. As you can see, buttercream has formed up. Okay, make sure there's no lumps in the firm buttercream that you put. And now this is perfectly pipable. It's still soft, still a little soft. You can keep mixing. You can add a little more buttercream into it. Okay. So, and now that you can see, it's pretty firm and it's not falling. Take a piping bag. Let's take that. Try not to have too many air bubbles. Straighten it out. Now, I'm gonna make Mickey Mouses on the side, like just the ears and the circle. I'm not going to be using any stencil, I'm just gonna wing it. So let's do this together. Let me change the angle a little bit. So it's gonna be alternated. So I'm gonna start with the bottom one first. I'm gonna make the ears. Okay. It's the ears and the circle. Try to make sure that the try should not touch these two top ones. Okay, now yeah. Try to not touch the two top ones. So it's like one, two, keep some distance and then make the bottom one. Try to keep the two ears of the same size. Now usually with motifs, okay, that's okay. I tip If you see you have any imperfections on the cake, put the motif on top of that imperfection so nobody can see it, and then you can space the rest out from there. You don't need to be perfect at this. You literally just need to press, and then make the press for a little longer and go a little bit around. Sometimes when these things happen, it just feels so awesome. When you see everything lines up perfectly, you just need to make one in the middle. Okay, these are your Minnie Mouse motifs. Now I'm thinking of making bows on some of them, because make Mickey and Minnie both. Thinking, what should I do for the top? Should I make a border or should I not make a border? Let's do this. I just made a number, thinking that if there's going to be a name or number or anything around, and I'm going to make the motifs on top. Okay, so we have the motifs on top. Now, just added some more pink to make it like hot pink. I keep melting everything in extra. This is the piping tip I'm going to be using. So for this, first let me practice how to make the bow. Okay, so I'm just gonna let's come back to the cake. So we're gonna do press, swipe, press, swipe, press, swipe, press, swipe, and in the middle. Isn't that cute? I'm gonna do it to. I want to do it to alternate ones, but if I do alternate, it's just 2 rows. I'm gonna do alternate, but I'm gonna skip 2. So see, I'm gonna do this one. Okay, look carefully. Press, swipe, press, swipe, press, swipe, press, swipe, and then after this, you make like a little connection in the middle. And then over here, This matched up perfectly. And for the top one too. Okay. Then we're gonna make this. It feels like something is missing. It feels like something is missing. I don't exactly know what's missing, but what what makes things more Mickey Mousey? Should I add a little white? Okay. So to fill this, I'm gonna fill in the extras with adding some bows. I added some bows. Just bear with me. Okay? Just relax. This is the red that I have. I got an idea. I'm gonna take the same round clip. And with this one, I'm gonna make collar bows with the Mickeys. So it's gonna be I made a mistake. I'm gonna make the same bows. And I'm going to take the same tip. I'm going to put some white in it. And I'm going to make like polka dots in the rest of the space. We have bows and stuff, so I can't really. We have bows and stuff, so I can't really make them like equidistant because there's stuff in the way. But yeah, I think it's like. I think for the 6 also we can do. I just covered it. And then the end. So that's your Mickey and Minnie cake. We can avoid these little bows, but we figured it out as a way. Doesn't it look so cool? I really like it. You can choose the base color. I would suggest, like for the changes, I would, if I had to do this again, I would make the base color maybe light yellow, or we could do light pink based on if it's a boy, girl, depending on whatever colors you want. But I think this should do. You can do any base color, then you can do the Mickey Minnie Motors. You could even use the same red to make the bows, like on the top or at the bottom. And the number on top or a message, we could do it in double writing. That's pretty much it. Oops, see, I made a mistake over there. I'm gonna just turn it around, pretend it never happened, and there you go, that's your cake. See you guys.